Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mary at E3 2016. I'm here with Alex from Tiny Build Games. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and you're going to show me, now this game caught my eye immediately because of the concept of it. This is what I would consider a post-apocalyptic train survival game. You're the conductor?
Yes, I am playing as a conductor here, and as you can see, the world is not doing too well, and I have just arrived at the station, which I need to scavenge because my train is now locked. So I need to find the code to unlock this train.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the world here. There's something, maybe the infected or something wrong going on here?
Something is definitely not right. You know, we've heard a lot of origin stories of the apocalypse, so we're not focusing on that, right? We're just like, okay, what would happen if you would have a train that you drive around in a world that has gone to hell?
Yeah, I love the concept of this because not only are you just trying to survive, but as the conductor, you're on the move. You're actually trying to get to the next station each time.
Exactly, and along the way, I also...
Oh my God, there's a dude there.
There is a dude there. Along the way, I find bodies, like I just found a pistol. I will also be able to find actual people who are alive, and they're going to join me on the train. However, having them with me is going to pose a dilemma of, well, whether or not I should spend my resources on keeping them alive.
Can you make those really hard choices about whether or not you even want to take survivors?
We made it so that you kind of have to take everyone. There's no choice not to.
You have to be a good person.
We force you like along the path of being good, but then you realize that when you have wasted all of your medkits fighting these guys right here, then you're not doing so well.
Right, so what are we gonna do with that guy? He's coming after you.
So what we can do is we have a little melee attack that we can use, but I'm just going to headshot him right here.
Nice.
It's really good to save up bullets. So if you have just one enemy, you really want to not waste a lot of ammo on him.
Where's your ammo count?
My ammo count is right here, at the bottom right here.
There's also a few other things people should be aware of. It's like a health bar, medkit count.
I have 2 medkits here, and I'm looking for a key right here. So
right, because your train is locked.
Yes, my train is locked. I'm looking for a code, and then there are keys that help me unlock specific areas that are usually locked.
That guy in the corner doesn't look so hot.
No, I don't think he's doing too well, but I have just found the code for the actual train unlock. So let's see if we can make it back without dying.
It looks like you've found some resources as well.
I'm carrying a box which I can actually throw at enemies. Again, in this game you will not have a lot of bullets. You will want to strategize and you want to think ahead, like right now.
Oh my God.
Not to waste bullets and still take down enemies. So I really want to one-shot everyone because the bullets are extremely valuable. Like we've been getting a lot of positive feedback about it being very difficult, and that's intentional. But the trick about making difficult games is you really need to make sure the player blames themselves when they lose.
That's right, bad play, not bad game.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So this looks like it just keeps on going. Oh God, there's a bunch more. You panicked a little bit.
I panicked and I just wasted way too much ammo. This is not going well.
You also lost a little bit of health. So when would you actually use that med kit? Is like right when you're about to go?
I can use my medkit right now, which I'm going to do just to demonstrate it. But now I have only one medkit left, and there is a woman that I have saved on my train, and if she's going to be injured, I am not going to be able to help her much.
Because you're going to keep that med kit for yourself?
Exactly. And now I'm just running into a guy here who's also going to join me.
He's pointing a gun at you.
Well, we're friendly people. We're gonna
It seems intense. It seems like an intense discussion.
Yeah, what we really want players to figure out if they want to prepare for the next station. Like for example, I'm just gonna activate the train sequence to show you. 7, 6. So the game is split into 2 parts. One is what we just saw, like we're scavenging, we're killing enemies, we're trying to stay alive, we're rescuing people. The other part is getting to the next station. And the reason it's called the final station is that we're actually going somewhere.
There is an ending to this.
There is an ending. This game is story-driven, and part of the story is figuring out, like, okay, these 2 guys are on the train. Her health is not doing so well, so I'm not going to help her.
Tough butts. She already used one of those med kits earlier, so she's going to have to survive.
I totally did. Now, if I am to get these guys to where they're going, then they're going to reward me with valuable things. Like, for example, I will be able to craft more medkits out of the things that they...
They're not going to the final station with you? They're going to get off earlier?
They're going to the next inhabited station. The way that the game is structured, there are 5 acts, and in between the acts, there are inhabited stations where you can buy things, you can upgrade your train, you can upgrade your weapons, and prepare for what's coming next after that.
Now, what if you wanted to replay this game? Is it the same every time, or are those rooms that you're going in, are those different?
The game is built in a linear fashion. A lot of people have asked, like, if is this going to be a roguelike or a procedural, but we really want to tell the story and handcraft each level.
So you're learning more about these characters then through this story. How much do they impact the game?
They will impact the way that you play the game. So if I let all of these people die, then I'm going to have a hard time in a couple of stations from now because I will not have gotten certain resources. And it's all about making sure that you have all of the tools to survive.
So what are you doing right now? It looks like you're doing like upkeep on the train?
Yes. So this train, there's no engineers anymore, so I gotta upkeep it. And things are going wrong here. Like, for example, my ventilation system is about to collapse, so I need to fix it right here. And there we go. Then there's lights that need to be maintained right here.
These are basically kind of some small mini games to maintain the train's integrity so you can make it to the next station.
Exactly. As you can see over here, I have like a couple of systems that need to be maintained. And then in the menu right here, I have like a little message from someone who's waiting for me at the next station. There's going to be like, ways to chat. There's a crafting system right here. So if I have enough loot, I can craft stuff on my way to the next station. But let's just go ahead and park this train at the next station just to see what kind of other things we have in store.
Nice little animation sequence to show that you're docking. Now, it looked like those people were also hungry, weren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty much dead now, so...
Oh, God.
What? Yeah, it's normal. It's the apocalypse. Who said it's gonna be nice?
This has been dark so far, but not everyone can survive the zombie apocalypse or the infected apocalypse. I don't really think there's zombies. There's something going on with them, though.
There is something going on with them, but we're not going for the zombie cliche, but a lot of people have described this game like, post-apocalypse on a train or zombies on a train. Sure, we can go with that. But at its core, it's a very methodical game where, like, for example...
How come that one's so fast?
That's a different enemy type. So there is a couple of different enemy types. There's the standard guys that right here I can just, like, try to melee him. Everyone is super deadly, and then it gets progressively more difficult. So, like, for example, I still have, like, the normal pistol. Like, I'm going to be able to find the shotgun later in this level, or maybe in the next one. But the bullets are going to be super...
Use your box!
Yep.
Throw your box at them!
Yep. And I have just wasted way too many bullets on those guys.
Yeah, you're down to 6 bullets, so that's rough. Oh, but you're in a convenience store?
Yes, I am in a convenience store, and there is bad guys everywhere. I'm trying to headshot them right here. Alright, so I'm collecting loot right here, and that loot, the green things are the ones that I can craft. So what I can do here, there's a little guy over there. I'm just gonna drop this box on his head. That's fine.
Oh, that was a good idea. So you're constantly probably trying to... What are those?
I just killed the bird, I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
For fun?
For practice, for survival.
I thought bullets were really important to keep.
Yeah, they are, so we're probably gonna die in this level.
I hope it was worth it to shoot that non-infected bird.
Well, I made you laugh, so that's probably worth it. But for now, oh crap!
You still got a lot of health, though. You'll just have to melee them to death.
Yeah, I really need to melee them. I really need to think what I'm doing here. Alright, so there are 2 guys at the bottom over there. I'm gonna try to get this guy. And there we go. I have
1 bullet. 2. Nope. 1 bullet.
Yeah, I have 1 bullet in stock, so that's 4 total. Let's see if that's gonna be enough to make it out of here. So I'm gonna try to break this wall. Oh, there's a guy.
You found a new guy to not survive.
Well, yeah, to go on my train. Well, the best part is that when they die on your train, you can actually loot their bodies and get a little bit off of them.
My God. It kind of seems like you're not a great dude, like a conductor that's murdering people and taking their stuff. But this is the apocalypse.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, right? Okay, so I have just found the code, and we can actually keep on going, and let's see if we can get any of those people to maybe not die.
Did you find any food? Like, how do you know what resources you got that can help you along your way?
I'm not sure if I got any food here, but you can see all of that when you get on the train.
It seems like it's actually hard enough for you yourself to survive, let alone these other people. But what kind of items will they give you if you do keep them alive and get them to their destination?
Well, for example, if you help a lot of people in the beginning, then odds are at the first inhabited station you can get an upgrade for your pistol with the stuff that they give you. And that's
What kind of upgrade? Something that makes it shoot faster?
for example, a laser sight, or like a bigger clip, or like if you're using a sawed-off shotgun, maybe you'll get an actual shotgun with more shells in it.
That guy wasn't that injured. It's misleading because he's clearly bleeding, but his health is reasonable. So, oh no, that guy's super dead. Loot his corpse.
Oh, that's okay. I just loot him. I got some cigarettes and some money.
What are you gonna do with cigarettes?
Well, it's the apocalypse, you know. There's no rules anymore. You can actually smoke. Promote smoking.
Cigarettes are not gonna help you, are they?
They're gonna calm down your nerves, probably, right? And which will make you more effective. I got my medkits right here and food. So let's actually see if I can heal up one of these people. There we go. You got your health.
You chose her. That other guy's not doing so hot. So did you basically just choose which one you were gonna save?
Exactly. I kind of know that.
Damn, that's cold.
I'm really coming off as not.
Oh no, you lost another one. Loot his corpse.
I did. I got pants. $20.
You took that dead guy's pants off.
Well, it's good pants. I mean, there's no Macy's anymore in this world, right? So you gotta take what you gotta take.
You've let two people die, and you've acquired cigarettes and pants on this journey. I hope that leads you to some kind of goodness later on. I don't know how pants are going to help you.
Well, how are pants not helpful? Like, you know.
I've never heard of pants hurting people. I guess it's good to have them.
Like, have you tried, have you ever had a nightmare when you wake up with no pants in a public place? I did. Like, it's not pleasant.
Yeah, this is my nightmare. A conductor with just enough pants.
And a cigarette.
And one cigarette to smoke as the world just blows up around you. Well, it sounds like an incredibly, incredibly difficult but rewarding game. How long is it supposed to take till you get to your destination?
The game is going to take about between 5 and 7 hours.
But that's if you make it. I mean, you're talking about rounds and rounds of playthrough before you get there.
Yeah, if you're playing on hard mode, you're going to have a hard time. And this game is split up into 5 acts. We have made a public alpha for the first act. The reactions have been incredibly positive. And then we're crunching, aiming to release it in August at PAX Prime.
August. And what can people find this game on?
People will be able to get it on Steam, so PC, Mac, and Linux, and PS4 and Xbox One.
All right. So that was The Final Station. Thank you so much for showing me that game, Alex.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and for everything else games related, you're going to want to stay tuned to GameSpot.com. Thanks for watching. Oh my God. Shooting birds.